Van Jones is one of the most influential speakers in America. He not only transcends from gender and race, age, geography, ideology, he changes people's thoughts and changes people's dreams through his powerful speeches and just the words he uses. Van Jones was born September 20th in Jackson, Tennessee. He is originally called Anthony Capel Jones. He got the nickname Van Jones from while he was working at the Jackson Sun in Tennessee. He's well known for his U.S. media personality, and he has several TV shows on CNN that he stars in. And he wrote several books that were published and awarded in the New York Times. Really, his life mission, he said, was to get people off the streets and keep them from being incarcerated and get them jobs and get them on the right track to help America grow as a society. He was married to Janet Carter from 2005 to 2019. In that short period of time, they had two sons, Matai and Gabriel, and they lived between Los Angeles and New York City. They had homes in both places, and so it was a lot of traveling. And he ended up divorcing his wife, Janet Carter, in 2019. In his younger life, he went to UTM, and there he got his bachelor's in science. At UTM, which is where we go to school, or where I go to school, he was able to hold many campaigns and protests and was super involved within the politics and things that the school held. He later went on to Yale, and at Yale he got his Juris Doctor degree and was later allowed to be an attorney. He was considered a Democrat, and he was very for the people, wanting us all to group together and become one. He held several campaigns that went through very well, and a protest that stuck out was Proposition 21. He had a protest on that, and it went over super well. The Color of Change was all about empowering Black people to be set in their political views and have a voice with their political views. Environmental Justice and Green for All was about getting people those jobs and that help they needed to further their career and their success in life, to keep them off the streets and keep them out of prison. The video that I'm about to show you, it shows him saying Van Jones don't steal nomination from Bernie. It shows more about his political view. Play.
A big mistake got made in 2016 when Democrats at the top of the party thought they were smarter than the voters and obviously put their finger on the on the scale. Let the Democratic Party, let our voters vote. Trust the Democratic Party to make the right decision. If the Democratic high up step in and try to derail Bernie Sanders, it's impossible to put this thing back together. Let the voters vote. Let them vote.
So what you just heard there was Van Jones talking to Bill Maher about how in 2016...
So basically, he was saying, let the voters vote. Let us, as America, do what we can do to make it better. Let me go to the next one. Okay. He has made major impacts, and a lot of that comes to my mind is his impact with the Dream Corps and green jobs, which I talked about earlier, about allowing people to have these jobs and have help learning these skills to carry out their jobs for the future. And he paired with President Barack Obama during his time serving, and they got together this green jobs and the Dream Corps Corporation, and it has taken off, and it's been nothing but a blessing to America today. And Van Jones is very passionate about America and America's youth and how we're going to succeed in the future. And here's another video about him talking about when Trump got elected president.
in Nevada. He's doing well in South Carolina. In the Super Tuesday states, he's often polling up, sometimes as many as 10 points ahead. Bernie Sanders also has national leads in some polls, as big as 10.
Basically, in that video, which didn't play out as well, but I'll just tell you about what he was saying. He was saying that how is he supposed to tell his children who the future leader of America is whenever Trump has talked about kicking minorities out and people that are over here illegally and having kids scared of the future and parents just not being able to express what they need to their children because of our future leader. And he just said that Trump had a lot of explaining and a lot to prove to America that he is in it for everyone. And in that video, Trump later on says that he wants to unite America as one and proceed to just be great and work together. And another thing that stuck out is all the awards he earned. He has earned over at least 50 awards, but here's some ones that stuck out to me. He earned the Next Generation Leadership Award. A lot of these awards are leadership awards or helping out in the community and the world. The environmental leader, the community environmental leadership, 100 most influential people in the world. Van Jones has created a huge impact on our world today, and we are super lucky for all the things that he has contributed to our society, and just I hope that he continues to press forward with his powerful words and powerful movements that he's created.